Okay, so we started off by joining the game, and then we just get ready. We are going to use a strat since I cannot freeball since I suck at this game. Well, not suck, but like can't do it. So yeah, we're just gonna like start. We're gonna be using the void acceleration strategy. This strat was obviously made by yeah. Anyways, Seabass W, because now it's so freaking easy to solve it. The strat is get a military base, but how I like to do this is just wait for a crap ton of military bases to go through. Yeah, there's literally no way we can speed this up. Yeah. Literally nothing. Just gonna yep, this takes too long. We wanna have this off. We're just gonna skip that. At least we got like one free military base. We aren't going to skip even though the reward, this wave reward bonus isn't even here. I feel like they should like change wreck battlefields. I mean it's not really useful for pursuit because if you go like on a high cliff, it looks like that it gets more range, but it actually doesn't. Like over here, it looks like it can see that area, but when you look over here, it also think. But if you actually like put it on this angle, you can see that that is definitely not reaching. Okay, yeah, I'm yapping. Let's just get back to upgrading. We might have to tank. Yeah, probably. I mean, we don't have our mounted gunner yet. And I think we can like not tank those abnormals. Maybe. Yeah, we aren't. You can skip wave 7, but not this wave. We're a 10th of the way there. And we have 68 HP. Oh yeah, there's a bug. Which, you can get more HP with a specific bug. But we will be using that since, it's kind of bad. Not gonna lie, it's worse than just waiting. But, I mean, we can use it since I'm not waiting, bro. But anyways, we're gonna leak until we have 2 HP. We're only skipping wave 7, 12, 13, 14. That's a lot. Okay, this is the wave that we want to skip. As you can see, we leak a pretty good amount. Anyways, yeah, we can kill those. It's also only 36 HP. And now we can get our mounted gunner and stop auto skipping. Now we should be fine. Now we have to save for pursuit. I kind of think that old Pursuit's design is like way better. Anyways, you can see that we have 90 HP and 15 DPS with 30 range. I can see hiddens. So the invisibles on wave 10 should be no problem. The only bad thing is that mysteries exist on this map. And my RNG is terrible. So we just have to like pray that we get good RNG. Anyways, we're on wave 10. There's a bunch of hefties. They're a big step up with their 25% shield, and nothing in my loadout can deal with that. Accelerator already does 50 DPS on level 0. Anyways, yeah, we should be fine if we can shoot down these hefties after the invisibles. Yeah, we're so fine. Why do these guys just turn invisible and then like not turn invisible? It's kind of weird. Anyways, the hefties are literally no problem. They're weaker than dregs and heavies. Okay, so our military base should be able to take down all these waves. But now we have the balloon wave, which is very scary because that's a lot of balloons, but we should be able to afford a pursuit if we... Yeah, and then we're supposed to keep it on. Anyways, we don't really need to change it. Yeah, okay, we can just like move that there. We need to get lead detection like right away. That's why it says skip wave 14. But we don't have to since our military base barely got us enough cash. So we don't have to skip. And now we have to get more Humvee. But like not now since we're supposed to get a tank. But for now, Pursuit can just carry for leads, and then we can use military base to ram into them. If this works, Void Reaver should die right about in this lane. I mean, I barely won. I once barely won. Like, oh, and like over here, he was about to make it in. So I gotta say, Pursuits are probably the MVP, but they do need to get fixed. I mean, if you spam the ability too fast with 5 pursuits, only 3 of them will come, and other 2 will just go back to their helicopter square. So if you're microing with pursuits, I suggest you go a bit slower, because if you go too fast, then you can easily mess up. Okay, so we got this lead boss coming in. Our pursuit does like 8 damage per 4.25 seconds. That's actually some decent DPS, 32. But it is very expensive. That's probably gonna be like 4,200 to get 32 DPS on your pursuit. But the amount of immunities and detection this guy can get. But like the top path, I don't know what y'all think, but like the top path never had hidden detection. Did I just upgrade that? Damn it. How did I upgrade that? Okay, whatever. It's not really a big deal. I mean, we do get like 40 DPS now. Wave 19 should be a lot easier. What? Why are you not shooting? Why is bro not shooting? Below, fix your game. Pursuit ain't working. Anyways, this is the mega slow wave. Or the only really bad thing is like the mega slow, which only has 1600 HP. He's unstunnable and he has 50% shield. And then he has 2 lead bosses to guard him. But like this guy's no problem. You just have to like micro your pursuit. If you don't micro your pursuit, you're going to die. And since I accidentally got this upgraded, it's just gonna be easier. Just reloading. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we can just change this back over there. This lead boss just dies in like 5 hits. Each lead boss takes 18 hits from the pursuit to die. Useless info, but whatever. We should be fine. Pursuit's kind of the W of this, bro. Anyways, the shadow boss is gonna come in 2 waves. But right now we have the fallen summoner, I'm pretty sure. Or the fallen necromancer. I don't know, bro. Fallen reaper. Yeah. Bro, I barely guessed it. We would have been able to like buy tank, but like no. This fallen reaper might be a problem. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Are we? Yeah, we're fine. We can buy that. we can get another military base. By this time, we're supposed to probably have like a level 3 second military base. But yeah, I think this pursuit is just like annoying now. But at least he's doing a better job. I mean, he just 40 DPS. Our first shadow boss, not a big deal since we can pretty much just like kill. But this single tank does more DPS than our pursuit. But that kind of makes sense. We spent more on it. I mean, we spent like 16k on it. We spent 9k on this. This guy does 40. This guy does 50. The other, this Humvee, he does 15 and then goes all the way to 50. Anyways, next wave we have to use the ability. If we don't, we're cooked. Mega slow, kind of annoying, so we're just gonna airstrike that. This shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, okay, we can just move our pursuit in a better place like that. Anyways, we really want our airstrike to come like right this instant because our next tank is coming, but there's 3 shadow bosses this wave. 3. This is one of the most scariest waves in all of hardcore. And we might straight up die to it. Let's go. I got one. Okay. I think we should be A-okay. I don't know. When's the next tank? Yeah, we're gonna have to tank. It's fine. He's going in with 19. We have 32. We're not gonna spend money on that. I mean, all we need is just a tank. Okay, we got our 3rd military base. Now we should be like chilling. I mean, if we can handle 3 shadow bosses on wave 25, we should be A-okay. Okay, so this mounted gunner, we got it. Mega slow ain't that big of a deal. It only takes 160 shots for our pursuit to land, which is 40 seconds. But we do have like 2 tanks, so we're fine. And right after we're taking our final military base, a tank, then we have to get our rangers up because lead air are coming, and we should be able to get all these tanks by wave 31 or 32 since I upgraded this pursuit. Fallen rushers aren't a big deal, but the fact that pursuit can miss their shots, well, every other unit except for certain ones like Pursuit and Ace Pilot's bombs and Mortar, which somehow Mortar can hit. But Pursuit, I swear to God, bro, Pursuit just, it's not your viable option. We have more of these shadow bosses, we can just nuke them. Boom. We got our military base. These fallen reapers are giving me yeah, okay, we should be fine. Let's just be sure that we're so fine. Skip the wave. Somehow messed up skipping, but whatever. We're on wave 30. Okay, we're a third of the way there. Or 6/10. Or 30th of the way there. Or not 30th, but like 30 out of 50. Okay, so we should be chilling. We have all these tanks here, which I guess they have air detection. We don't have to like use our airstrikes, but I'm going to, since this Fallen Titan's scary and I just missed every single one of them. Why did you have to activate your shield right then and there? Yeah, but this guy's gonna be no problem since we have a lot of tanks. Yeah. But I don't know if this shield can like affect ram damage. All I know is that it's just useful for like low damage things like Pursue, 10 damage. Oh my god, it's gonna go all the way to 160. Anyways, that's Fallen Vindicator down, and now we can get our Rangers. I suggest like getting at least 2 airstrikes before getting your first Ranger. You're supposed to upgrade one by one. You're cooking. Okay, we got all the giant bosses. We can just skip the wave and get another ranger like right there. The shadow bosses aren't really a big deal anymore. We have all tanks. So yeah, we can just bomb these guys since they're kind of annoying since they can spawn in like giants and titans somehow. They can spawn in they can even spawn in molten titans, not the new ones but the old ones, but they're still annoying. They can also summon like giant bosses. The luckiest you can probably get from them is like a mega slow or wait, is there even a normal bosses here? Okay. The probably luckiest you can get is probably like a shadow boss or circuit. I know they're pretty bad, but like it's better than getting like, I don't know, an unknown. I don't know, bro. Circuits are kind of hard. $69 more cash. Yeah, these giant bosses are no problem. We can take care of this wave pretty easily. Now we can get our 4th ranger. We can only get 4 on this mountain, so we can get our ranger right there. Now, what I'm hoping is that I can get a bunch of rangers here and barely make the commander be able to train there. Since this area, since you have to micro everything here, this area, the commanders will probably not be able to reach. Anyways, bombs away. Next wave is Gravedigger, which is actually decently hard. But like, not hard as well, since I don't think anyone can die to it. Well, you can, but like, I mean, if it's just not souls, then I don't see how you can't die. I mean, if it's souls, I just don't see how you can die. If it's not souls. I mean, souls are probably like the hardest thing to deal with, since soul stealers just stun, take soul. The soul has like 500 health, and the tanks won't ever be able to like actually ram them. They're easy, but like if you don't have hidden detection, like, and pursuit doesn't count since you're supposed to get top path. I'm just gonna like try. Okay, so last ranger. I'm gonna set a ranger on strongest. No, that's last. I need strongest. Okay. Now we can get 3 commanders. Also, the spawns that Gravedigger gives also give money. So it's kind of a great source to like get money with. You just kind of have to pray that he just gives like mega slow, since they give a lot of cash. You don't want him to spawn like anything else, because anything else is just a waste of your rangers. Anyways, we can set our ranger back to first. We don't really have to micro since we have a bunch of rangers locked on. And we also have incoming tanks every time. Pursuit, we don't really need to micro him, but we can if we want to kill him faster. And ram damage. His stomp does 100 damage. And it stuns every enemy, unit, for 5 seconds if they are stunnable. But the further away they are, they don't get affected. The less and less they get affected. Anyways, Gravedigger down. We can get our pursuit right there. We can upgrade this guy. I did not mean to upgrade him to level 3, whatever. And right after you get all 3 of those, you're supposed to get, obviously, max level those. Anyways, we can start chaining now. Okay, now we just need to find like the most recent one. That's definitely gotta be it. I missed the most recent one, but hey, we already got one. Anyways, I messed up chaining, but like this is not a hard wave. It just lots of mysteries. Oh wait, no, mystery boss leads are probably gonna be your best option for luck. We can just like obliterate mega slows with all rangers, and now we can just, yeah. Oh, I'm not dealing with balloons. Bye. But like tanks and railgun tanks do have air detection, and our railgun tank is 80 DPS plus around like, I don't know, oh my gosh, like 6 times, that's like 200 DPS, which is actually pretty good. But like it takes a long time for that. Anyways, upgrade that. Just use an ability.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I did not mean to activate Alexa. Holy snap. No, light balloons. I don't care. Even more balloons. Just get airstriked. Okay, so we're probably gonna be able to afford this one. I guess we can skip so we can afford this faster. No. I don't think we can afford this by then. Please, we're so close. So close. Let's go. We just have 2 more. This one, no. I'm gonna like chain really well in wave 50, but like we're already on wave 40. Anyways, by wave 41, Commander's probably gonna like, let's just name battle log. Wave 40, that's it, right? There's more? Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. I mean, he doesn't give helpful advice that much, but it's advice. Anyways, after he says his cringy all dialogue, the new enemy, Slow Kings come out. Not new enemies, but like new for this wave, I guess. Yeah, they have a big force field around them, which gives them a lot of shield, and then they have also no stun. But when you break their shield, which is their force field, they lose all of their. And the best way to like deal with that is probably gonna be like Rangers. Not gonna lie, probably more like real. Military base, but like it's whatever. Anyways, now we're supposed to get all of our accelerators. We're probably gonna have like at least 2 max accelerators before wave 44. And what's so special about wave 44? It's where the Molten boss comes out, which pretty easy, not gonna lie, bro. He's probably gonna die like over here. I mean, you have 8 more waves only, and he has 30k more HP. But Gravedigger gives like 40k, and then and all the enemies in hardcore just give so much cash that you can afford 2 max level accelerators at that time. Anyways, we can just use another commander ability. We can get our supercharger. Gives this guy a bunch more acceleration. But since he has like 0.1 attack speed from commander, but he has less because of yeah. But he has like, he can go to 0.1. And this is where I said where souls come out, because there was a soul stealer that hit him, so he has that slowness effect. But the bad part is that it can create a soul, which is really powerful since it's fast it can go. It's ghosts, so it can go through tanks, and basically one taps your base, and it's also hidden. So our only thing is this guy's shooting and our accelerators. Maybe a part of commander, but like he's kind of useless. God damn, bro. We can afford our level 3, which does 200 DPS, not including the fire rate buff. But he actually doesn't do it since fire rate bug. So yeah, he's kind of trash because of it, but he still has like a lot of DPS. But what okay. I thought we were gonna be able to afford a max level by weight 44, but apparently not, maybe. But anyways, it's the free cash wave. Because there's so much easy stuff, except for circuits. And if you get a circuit with a boss, they're just gonna go like, gas, 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 gotta step on the gas, there we go. I should probably actually like had the actual voice, but like I don't know, bro. I just had to do it. I'm not editing the stream, bro. We are killing the molten boss pretty fast though. Not as fast as I thought though. So airstrikes. I want you to die faster. No, he didn't die where I predicted he would die. Okay, whatever, it's fine. He's still gonna die easily. We can just skip the wave because molten boss is pretty easy. Oh, he gave us free extra cash. Anyways, after you beat the molten boss, this random music just comes to life. I don't know why Templar was replaced with Warden. Which is pretty sad, not gonna lie, because Templar, he was a goat. You could easily bait him. You could just be like, bro, who's healing? I don't see anyone that's healing. Where are the healers? Where are the freaking healer? Bro, who's the healer? Anyways, we can just get a level 4 supercharger. We find so many soul stealers. We want to get at least amount of unstunnable towers and kill them fast. And by fast, I mean airstrike them to oblivion. As you can see these ghosts have 800 HP, and then you just go by your defenses by like easy. If you really want to kill these guys like instantaneously. If you don't kill them, you're probably dead. I mean, just look at those souls it just had. But anyways, these soul stealers are going to die. They're out of range of every stunnable tower. Yeah, and they're dead. This epic music, bro. It's hurting my ears. Please stop. The circuit just buffs himself. But now mysteries can summon circuits. Which is really bad. Because circuits can be spawned in any type of way. From the Void Reaver. From summoners. From mysteries. And from the mystery bosses. Which summon mysteries. That can summon circuits. Or Speedy Kings. Like, bro, you could, if Speedy King and Circuits are like the most viable threat. Anyways, we have a Necromancer boss. We also want to get rid of him ASAP. But I mean, we don't have any like soul stealers, so we're gonna be fine. But the circuits are not gonna be fine. How did we just get mystery boss and how did we get Speedy Kings and circuits? Okay, whatever. Necromancer boss is dead, and thank God there's no bloated in this game, in this map, or else yeah, if you had bloated, a single fallen jester would probably like cook your entire game, bro. If he came out around 50 right after Void Reaver, you're kind of cooked, bro. I mean, there's no denying it. I don't think you can go against a bloated boss. A bloated boss, 2.4 million. I mean, that's the second most HP ever seen from the Hexscape event, which led you to see 3 million. They didn't want to do like a lot. Anyways, we had the Fallen Swordmaster. They didn't want to do a lot because it's kind of broken. Anyway, it would be kind of broken since like, bruh. At least give them like a 0.00001% chance. In easy mode, he only has like 750k, which is still a lot, but like not the most. But he can get up to 3 million on hard mode. Anyways, let's stop talking about Hexscape and focus on this game, which yeah, Fallen Swordmaster is pushing really hard. We've done 50k. It's pretty nice. We're about to do half. We can just do that. Get another commander ability. He's below half. He's below 50k. Now he goes immune. And then we want to bait him. Our best bait would have to be our bait commander. But I don't have enough money for that. And ain't nobody got time for that. So we're just gonna like not bait, and he dies over here. I'm telling you, Fallen King will die over here. He has to. If he doesn't, I'm gonna crash out. Anyways, after we max this every single ranger, we want to max our commanders, plus get a bait commander, which we're gonna do right now, so we can like aim all the piercing enemies, and also like not get him to stun my commanders and accelerators, since that would be kind of annoying. Let's get our ranger upgraded. Soul bosses are even more annoying, but at least they can't be summoned by soul stealers. Yeah, these Speedy Kings and circuits are pretty annoying, as well as souls. If you get like errors at circuits and Speedy Kings, you're probably cooked. Anyways, we can just get another commander ability activated and get another, yeah. Okay, so now we can get our final ranger to max level after this. Anyways, all the Fallen Guardians, 14,000, and our Fallen King with 150,000 HP. Which he cheated me out of my freaking commander ability. I'm kind of crashed out because of it. Anyways, we can use that ability. Everything attacks 50% faster. We can also upgrade all the others. We want bait commanders to bait the Fallen King into stunning it and throwing all away his stuns. But he can stomp pretty harshly. So you want to always like get on the commander side and not the accelerator side, because if you couldn't tell, that is gonna pretty much nerf. But we do want to like spam this ability as much as possible. We also want to, come on, oh my god, he's over there. Are you serious right now? Okay, whatever, it's fine. He still dies. Fallen Swordmaster died here. Fallen King died there. Anyways, now we can finally upgrade our pursuit. We don't want to get bottom pass, even though it gives us hidden detection. Sky Shredder just gives so much more DPS. I mean, this doubles more. This path literally does more than doubling our DPS, which is actually insane. Vindicators have 100% shield, so that's why we have military bases and Humvee and other stuff. So you can get rid of them pretty easily. I mean, he's already down. He gives a lot of cash as well. Anyway, so we're on wave 49. These unknowns are aren't actually that bad. Wait, can I get it? Oh, okay, I can. Anyways, let's get our final max pursuit. Anyways, we're on the last wave. This has gotta be the hardest wave. And I'm thinking that this could be the hardest mode in TDS, since if you're doing it on like wreck battlefields, it's probably gonna be like one of the hardest, probably harder than PW2. But PW2 is way more harder since you have 25 waves, but you have like $3 million. But like every enemy in PW2 just has 100k or more if you go into like wave 20. Anyways, that's every single pursuit. We want to get all of them in this exact position. We want to see if everything, we also want to get our bait commander actually over here. Make sure, yeah, okay. That's everything. We can just spam. Finally, raise the void. You want this guy to stun the commander a lot of times. Anyways, his stun is like crazy. Anyways, he stunned our guy, so that means we can get our bait commander over there. We can get our commander over here. He's gonna stun that. Now we can get our commander over here. I want to use this ability and micro it a lot. Now we have everything focused on him. We should probably get at least one ranger on strongest. Anyways, now that he's in this specific position, we want him to guaranteed get that, but he might stun your accelerators, which is pretty bad RNG, but like better than him stunning everything. He only stuns a bit, so we got kind of lucky there. Anyways, we can see our first accelerator doing 200,000 damage. Our first pursuit did 100k. Our first military base did 190k. Our first ranger did 120k. He stomps. We don't have to micro anymore, but we do have to micro our commander. Let's just do that real quick. Damn. Okay, whatever. This is a pretty hard game mode. Now, once he's out of range, we want to move over here. Everything. Yeah, let's just move it over here anyways. Do that. Damn it, I accidentally did that. Okay, now we want to stop using the airstrike ability. Since the airstrike ability costs like a few $1,000s. We're out of money. All we can do is just pray that we can do this. Anyways, we want him to get hit. Yes, he got hit. Okay. Commander ability. No, this commander ability. Commander. Please. Commander. He stuns. He goes in with 5k. That's pretty unlucky. This pursuit stayed behind. Okay, yeah, we most definitely couldn't do that. I think we could have like done that a bit easier. Okay, we're just gonna do that again. Actually, never mind.